Hello, everyone. I am SS the Showstopper, and today is the 10th of January 2024. Now, this is something that I want to touch on because I notice it's brewing over on social media. So, I want to touch on the topic and make it as brief as possible. Now, I uploaded a video and I was speaking on supporting the lyrical clash that's taking place between dancehall artist Jada Kingdom and Steff London. And I was saying that I support it. Both women are beautiful, they're gorgeous, they're attractive, and they can express their talent in more ways than one. And I support the clash because it shows how lyrical they really are, how versatile they really are, and how talented they really are. So I supported it. And I spoke on my disdain with Jada Kingdom, saying that your legs, what's between your legs, should be sold. You should sell your body as long as it's good, as long as your vagina, that is good. It should be sold. And I said, no. You cannot be sending that message out there once you're in a position of influence. You have to be careful of the message that you're sending out there to young people. And they can't, because basically people are out there and they're going to interpret it thinking that it's something good. I even spoke on it, uploading another video, and I was saying that yes, they respond to each other. And I said, keep it that way, make it lyrical, but don't be promoting certain things because it shows your character and it shows who you are, and people are going to start treating you accordingly. And I guess a lot of people didn't like it, so they decided to attack me. Not only that, several persons have been complaining on social media that because they say a woman should not sell her body, they are also attacking them. No, I don't know what type of woman raise a lot of you women out there thinking that it's cool to prostitute yourself, and because you don't choose to be a prostitute, it means that you're giving away your body for free. Because I noticed Jada had said it in her lyrics that free sex is RAPE, or unless you give it up free, or you're giving it up free, then you should be paying for it. And I'm like, so people don't go in a relationship again, people don't find themselves a relationship, and the guy takes care of him, because that's the duty of a man to take care of a woman. That's a natural duty of a man to protect and to provide. So when I look into it and people are equating it to prostitution, I'm like, are these people bitch slap with stupidity or something? A lot of you men, and you're attacking people as if they shouldn't have cautioned you. So excuse me for cautioning a young woman and letting her know that is not the way to go. That's not something to be proud of. That's not something you should do. I don't know if that's what your mother was doing and that's what she encouraged you to do or teach you that's the way to go. Sell your vagina, because if you don't, it's RAPE, or you're giving it away for free and stuff like that. If not, you should be selling it. If that's the type of mother that raised you women, then the society is forever doomed, because it's already doomed. So I'm not going to say that the society is going to be doomed. I'm not going to use a future continuous tense. I'm going to use a present continuous tense, that the society is doomed. You understand me? And that's what's happening right now. So many women out there, and that's the reason why I stay away from a lot of women, in particular, women that are black and like myself and stuff like that. I stay away from them because a lot of fundamentals that they support, I don't. I may come on social media and on my TikTok, I post my sexy photos and my sexy videos and stuff like that. There's not one goddamn man in my DM can come and say that I prostituted myself to him and anything like that. You understand me? Because there's a certain amount of integrity. No, even if a woman decide to prostitute herself, you don't speak on it. I said it before, that you take it to your grave. That is something that you take to your grave. You don't come out and be proud and want to celebrate it. You see what's happening with Black China? Do you see what's happening with Amber Rose? Do you see what's happening with Kim Kardashian? All the millions that she has made. She's searching for one thing: the respect. The respect from certain people that she's simply not going to get. It's easy for any man, no matter who she is or no matter his background, can come and say any nasty thing about Kim Kardashian, and you will find a whole bunch of people supporting it. You know why? Because that's the foot that the family choose to lead with. It's the same thing with Amber Rose, Black China, and so many of them. Anybody out there, even worse than them, can upload a video, can go live and speak the nastiest and foul things about these women, and they get tons of people to support them. You know why? Because they put themselves out there in that low degrading life. or low degrading light, and people are starting to look at you like that. As I said before, you are free to do anything you want with your body. Just don't come 10 years later with a Me Too campaign saying that you were a victim and you didn't know better and you didn't this and you didn't that. Like I said, it's the same situation with Cassie, and I spoke about it, and I say that she deserved that 30 million, but she's not innocent. You understand me? And I look into it, and I'm saying a lot of you women are doing a lot of things, and then you're coming 10, 20, 30 years later to say that you're a victim, when people out there were cautioning you and were warning you the same way they had warned Cassie. I can speak on it. The same way they had warned Cassie and told her not to get with Diddy. A lot of people out there warn you women when you are young and tell you not to do this, not to do that. But because you're young, stupid, immature, have an empty brain, and you are proud of celebrating your stupidity and thinking it's fun because you're getting heavy attention from it. 10 years later, you regret it and you want to take back that moment and you can't get it back. So guess what? You start to drink, you start to turn to substance abuse, you start to do a whole lot of things because, number one, you can't get people in your corner to respect you. They aren't. Even if you have a child, that child is simply not going to really care much about you. You understand me? And that's what it's like. It has no good ending. So we are not saying that you shouldn't go lyrical because, like I said, I support it. But this is not even about Jada or Steff London anymore. This is about the people who are coming at people because they say you're not supposed to be doing that or promoting prostitution in the society. It is stupid. You know, a lot of you women are just a bunch of low-life, degradable bacterium. And that's what it is. The same way they have men out there that you call dogs, that they are no good. A lot of you women out there are just some low-life, degradable bacterium that has no place reproducing, no business reproducing, have absolutely no business speaking on anything in the society. Because you know what's shocking about all of this is that when I look at the profile of a lot of persons who are supporting this prostitution argument and selling front argument are young school girls. So it shows the type of parents who raise them. And even if your parent raised you well, you're being influenced by another child who is from a background that simply weren't. Simply weren't. And it's so sad that a young girl out there can be promoting something like that. Now imagine you're selling yourself and that man decide to haul and pull you and drag you by your hair and do all of this and say, this is what I want from that money and this is what I want from my money. You're going to willfully do it. And guess what? You have years of regret. You have years of regret because you're trying to get back your human decency and you can't get it back. You're trying to get back your integrity and you can't get it back because somewhere in the line, somewhere down the road, a guy or a group of guys are laughing at the things that they did to you and enjoy doing it. No, they are BS. They are dogs. They are low life. But that's another story for another day. We're talking about women who are supporting something. The same way we can come at men when they dog us or when they ill-treat us and when they disrespect us. We can come at women also. You guys are not perfect. You guys are not victim all the time. You should be held accountable. You understand? And an intelligent person should know when they are wrong and should be able to identify when they are wrong. You should not be celebrating ignorance and stupidity because that's what you're showing the world. That it's okay for me to do this, to do that, and all these kind of things, and you don't care. Yeah, it's good to hold up your head and don't care. But that doesn't mean a person is going to treat you how you want to be treated. They're going to treat you how they feel like treating you. And it's not going to end well for you. So for all of you little, I don't know what to call it, wretched rich out there who are harassing people and cursing them because they're saying that you should not sell your body, in particular older women that you guys are harassing, or other girls out there, young girls who have self-respect and are saying that you should not prostitute yourself out there and you're attacking them. You guys need to find God. You guys need to find your soul because you obviously lost it. Mother issue, serious mother issue. Mother issue, hello, not only daddy issue, mother issue, because that speaks volume to how you were raised and the type of person who raised you. I remember I was even having a conversation with a guy and the guy was saying that nothing is wrong with it because all women do it. So I said to him that, okay, so in other words, if your daughter is in a relationship with a guy, she's basically a prostitute. So if the guy decide to treat a prostitute like a prostitute, you would be okay when she come and say, daddy, the guy slapped me around or the guy pulled my ear, dragged me all over the room like a ragged doll and did whatever to me and stuff like that. You would say, honey, that is okay. Remember that you're a prostitute. That's what you're going to tell your daughter. You see, stupid is as stupid does. And one of the things I realize in life, it's easy to draw blood from wood than to drive sense in a fool. some people have to leave them to their own demise. And that's why the society or the government encourage a lot of things in the society simply by leaving it alone. Because you can't teach stupid people sense. Jamaica has become the Queenie of the Caribbean. Jamaica has become the Gully Bop of the Caribbean, the mackerel of the Caribbean. The people on social media cussing and bulldogging each other every day on social media. That's what Jamaica has become. You understand me? Descendants of slaves, they are disoriented and don't understand family values and family structure. So you're not going to find wealthy people interested in procreating with you, making family with you. Because they know that's what you're going to teach your goddamn child. You're going to teach them nothing good. If you are living that life and that's what you're doing, you don't teach it to the public and come out and speak on it. If you're a scammer or a thief, do you teach your son to come and scam? Do you teach your daughter that it is good to scam people? When you get a work at the bank, girl, steal people money. Obviously, that's what they were taught. That's why so many of them are being arrested that are working at the bank. And even in senior position, that's what they were taught. Somebody taught them that it's okay to do it. None of us are perfect, but when you are celebrating the ills, that's where people are having a discomfort and a disconnect in the society. What have we come to? What have you come to? What have the society come to when you're celebrating these kind of things? I was a little girl and I remember seeing prostitute on the street. These are women who hide and tell people that they're doing all sorts of work. They're working as a secretary, they're working in a bar, they're working at night, aiding at nurse aid, they're working at elderly home. They hide and tell people a lot of things. They didn't come out proudly and say, yes, that's what I do. And that's the reason why you have a young lad, 17, 18-year-old, 16-year-old coming out proudly now and saying it, because that's what they learned from their mother. That's what they learned from their mother. Now you see why a lot of black men just don't deal with you. A lot of black men just aren't interested in dealing with a lot of you because this is what you present to them. This is what you are presenting to them is self-degradation. Self-degradation. Sir, I am with you. I'm expecting that you're going to take care of me. We're in this thing together. This is what I do. This is my life. I'm working. So I'm expecting you to add to it as a man, and we come together and we see how best we can go. We get married, we start a family, and we grow together. That's what I'm thinking, that this is what young people were taught. Surprisingly, they weren't taught that. They were taught that once you meet a guy, you should sell him your body and stuff like that. And, I don't know what to say. It is what it is. And, it's such a sad situation. And I can't even say I'm shocked or I'm surprised. I'm surprised at the age group, but I'm not even shocked because ignorance begat ignorance. And I always say that some people should just be sterile. They should sterile them when they go to the hospital or to a doctor. You're going to give them an injection for something. You sterile them so they can't reproduce because they can't control themselves. They're just going to breed ignorance and teach them ignorant individual and teach them the same thing. And that hence you have that on social media, that kind of diatribe. In 2024, we shouldn't even be speaking on something like that. And that's what you're having on social media and people actually supporting it. Not only that, attacking people, attacking others because they don't support it or they're encouraging people not to do it. We came out well and we said, no. That's what I said. No. You can't be telling people that. There are certain things you take to your grave. You take it to your grave and leave it there, bury it, graveyard it. That's what you do. You graveyard it. People are talking about, oh, you're a hypocrite. Hello. Speech is silver and silence is golden. I was in grade 2 when I was taught that. Speech is silver and silence is golden. There are certain things you just leave the hell alone. You don't speak on it. It didn't happen. You understand? You leave it alone. So be careful, and any man out there that's encouraging you as a young woman to sell your body is a man that don't respect you. He's there for his selfish benefit. He's there for his personal agenda. He's there for ulterior motives. He's there for personal gain at your expense. He doesn't respect you. He doesn't respect you. We have seen this in the 70s. There's a YouTube channel named Hezekiah News. You guys should go and watch it. Very, very, very informative of the past and what took place in the black community all over. What took place in the pimp and prostitute era. And listen to what these prostitutes said about their pimps. Listen what they say. They were madly in love with these men. You couldn't tell them nothing about them. You couldn't tell them nothing about their pimp. They were madly in love. A lot of them were married to these men. A lot of them were there with all these men care about was their money. They didn't care about these women. A lot of them strung out on drugs. They turned crackhead. They got AIDS and they died. They're in prison. A lot of them are dead now. They're in prison. They're strung out. They have no good ending. No good. It doesn't matter what they're driving, what luxurious vehicle that you see on posting on social media. You're promoting that. You're endorsing it. You're encouraging it. You'll never have a good ending. You don't come with a good ending. You don't support something like that. Sorry, not sorry. You don't support something like that. So many persons have come out and spoke about it. So many females are coming out and saying it. You don't support something like that. I'm not even going to care about a lot of you who think that you should, because I'm just not speaking to you and my message is not for you. Like I always say, my message is for intelligent people who are critical thinkers, who are open and intelligent in thought and deed, and people that I can actually learn from. You understand me? My message is not for low-life mendicants and people who just don't have anything to offer or contribute to society in a wholesome way. My message is simply not for you. So you don't have to watch my channel. I care zero. You understand me? So that's all I have to say about it. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day and may God bless you. Bye-bye.